Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, peoplings, earthlings everywhere on Sunday, or it may not be Sunday for some people down under. Firstly, thank you all very, very much for liking, subscribing, supporting. I really, really appreciate it. I can't say it enough. I probably would have gone mental if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you very much. And we're going to talk about Operation Door. In the meantime, do you like my new ornament that my son has left there? Do you see how it goes? I'm sure a lot of you have this in your homes as well. You know, we have nice, try and make things look nice, and then kaplonk. Speaking of which, I'm going to give him a shout out because he built a motorbike from scratch, kind of. They bought, him and his mate, they bought an engine and a bit of a frame, and he did quite a long video about it, but I particularly like the end, so I thought I'd just splice that in. He's inherited one of Graham's channels, and our daughter's inherited the other, and they do what they want with that. And we're going to have a nice Sunday chat about lots of stuff. Now, old Megsie, I like to think she saw my dictator video. I do like to think that, because I actually really liked the outfit that she wore with Harry to the award ceremony. And yes, he turned up. And yes, he looked pissed off. And no, he couldn't bring himself to look at her. Now, there may be various reasons for that. And yes, I know she's put up that Instagram thing. We're so in love, he really makes me laugh. Didn't actually see him laughing too much in the background, just a little bit. And he has a very telling face. Now, yeah, maybe he's a total wimp. Yep, I think we've all established Windsor is a total wimp. He can't stand up to her. Maybe though, and I will throw up another alternative. So we're going to talk about this Operation Thor, and I think I was probably right about something back in September, which we'll cover. I'll splice something into the video, because I got quite a lot of heat over that video, with a lot of people going, you know, you're paranoid and you're insane, Fiona, and there is no plot to bring Harry back. So just thought we'll play Time Machine in a bit. There may be other reasons that he's turned up. I mean, he looked to me like he was disgusted with her. He was livid with her. It was the last place on earth he wanted to be. There's another YouTube channel. He's a body language guy, I think. I forget his name now. But anyway, he's the only one, I think, who, I'll have to look his name up. I just can't think what it's not Jesus Enrique Rosas. It's another guy. And he basically noticed that as Harry and Meghan went around the corner, Harry switched hands with her, like plucked her hand off him. And the reason he put his hand on her back was to push her away. And then he wanted to talk to someone. Harry was not happy to be there. He was not happy to be there. And I'm not saying that to give him sympathy. But he was not. He's sick of her. Now, God knows what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, how do you get rid of a woman like Markle? It's not going to be easy, is it? And we're going to talk about Operation Thor, which I think that is an invention of Meghan's. And I think it's to cause shit. And I think it probably is causing quite a lot of shit. Harry may have agreed to go to that award ceremony. He might have said to her, this is the last fucking time. Don't ever announce that I'm going anywhere with you again, because you're going to look a fool. It's a possibility, I'm just saying. It's a possibility. It may be part of a divorce deal. It may be part of a custody deal. Don't forget there are 2 children who I believe do exist. How they came to be, I don't know. People refer to them as Harry's children. And everyone knows that Harry does love children, and I'm certain he loves his own children. So he may feel a bit of a blade to his throat in certain circumstances. And, I mean, he's going to have a hell of a job, if I'm right. Oh, I've got to have the fan on. If I'm right, and he's trying to get out of it, he's going to have his work cut out for him, isn't he? Oh, that's better. So, her outfit... Let's start with the outfit. I thought it was really nice. Might have been a bit nicer if she'd worn something underneath the jacket. I mean, I get it. It's a fashion statement. And she wasn't actually showing a lot. I don't think she's got a lot to show, like me. I loved her necklace. But it was like... It was the dead opposite of Colonel Gaddafi, wasn't it? So she saw my dictator video. She's been making complaints about it, I bet. Right. Let's go to, firstly, let's play Time Machine. Now, I did a video, I think it was on the 12th of September. I'm pretty sure because I think I said in the video it was the 12th of September. And it was basically when Harry turned up in the Ukraine at the same time as Yvette Cooper, who I believe is the UK Foreign Secretary. And Harry had said that he had asked the UK government, that was the quote, he had asked the UK government for permission to go to the Ukraine. Now, the department of the UK government he would ask would be the Foreign Office. When members of the royal family do state visits, tours, it is at the request of the Foreign Office, which is part of the UK government. Whether Harry and Yvette were on the same train, I am not certain about that, because I did look into it at the time. I looked very carefully. I know this is going to sound so petty, but I did. Yes, I am one of those YouTubers who scrutinises every detail. And I work out where something was, depending on the revolution of planet Earth and how the stars were aligned. Yeah, I did scrutinise the carriages. The carriage that Harry was in, where he was getting out, and when he was on the platform, the colour of the carriage behind. And I did the same with Yvette. And I have to say, I couldn't, sharp ice machine, I couldn't see that they were even similar carriages. Could have been, I mean, all carriage, you could have lots of different carriages on one train. But also, I think they said Harry travelled there in a night train. And the pictures of him with the journalists, it did appear to be dark, whereas Yvette, it was very clearly daytime. So I don't know. I mean, maybe they did arrive on the same train. I know that some Daily Mail journalist has broken the story of Operation Thor. So, Richard Eden, I think. And I think he is a man of integrity. I like Richard. I think he's very gently spoken. But that's not to say his sources are 100% accurate, or that he has completely understood or may have misunderstood. But so I think they might have arrived on different trains. The point is, Harry said he asked for permission from the UK government, and Yvette Cooper, all of a sudden, surprise, surprise, is there with not only her, a lot of European leaders. And I was shouted down, along with other YouTubers who went along with the same theory. I noticed they were shouted down as well. That no, it's not an establishment plot to bring Harry back. Now, the establishment may be the government. I believe at the moment the UK has a Labour government, and of course Yvette is part of that. Establishment can also mean the royal family, but it does not mean that the king or any other member of the royal family is involved in any plot. Right, so let's go to page 6 article. Oh, before we do that. No, actually, let's do the page 6 first. Because page 6, I've felt for years, is a bit of a mouthpiece, like Five Friends magazine, otherwise known as People magazine, but I always call them Five Friends, and they know damn well why I call them that, and so does Wanker Warby. No, that's never going to be forgotten. Never, Warby. Never, never. That is a shit-stained diarrhea on your career, Warby, and you put it there, Warby. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's secret plot to make up with the royal family, named Project Thor. I wonder, could it be the king who's speaking to page 6? Could it be the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom who's speaking to page 6? Could it be the Foreign Secretary? I mean, I'm sure these are all very busy people, and I'm not sure any of them have got the time to talk to someone as important as page 6, or Radar Online, or any of these other puffy little people. Meghan Markle, I do like they call her that actually, and Prince Harry are reportedly planning their reconciliation with the royal family in a secret plot dubbed Project Thor. Yeah, I'm sure the video near the Dalma Tunnel, I'm sure that just went, that was cushy. I bet that went down like a bucket of sick with Prince William. Especially so, all these mental health events coming up. Yeah, let's have a dig. Let's drag that one up. Oh, do you remember your mom was killed in a tunnel? Do you remember? Yeah, nice, Meghan. The Suits alum embarked on her plan to warm up her estranged family members and British people by making an appearance at Paris Fashion Week on Saturday, according to Daily Mail Richard Eden. So they're doing like a little follow-on from Richard. Meghan's French sojourn was part of the establishment plot, the journalist wrote in an article published Thursday. What could be better than pictures of her being greeted and kissed by European fashion pack, as well as Vogue Supremo, Dame Anna Winter. I'm going to call her Winter, because I don't want to get told off by River. Oh my God, that guy is hilarious. He is hilarious. His latest video, someone apparently had written into him and said, "It is pronounced Anna Winter." And apparently not. She herself pronounces it Anna Winter, which I didn't know until seeing River. But the way River looked into the camera at this person who ever said it and said, "Oh, you're brave, aren't you?" Project Thor aims to melt that hostility, building on the perceived success of the Duke's visit to Britain last month, when he carried out charity engagements, crucially, and was invited to Clarence House for tea with King Charles. He continued, referring to Harry's visit with his father, in a first visit in 19 months. Eden explained that Harry, 41, then travelled from the UK to Kiev, Ukraine, where he was aboard the same train as Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper, who reportedly admires the Duke and wants him to play a bigger part in public life. Now, there may be truth in that. I don't know. Perhaps Yvette Cooper does want Harry back. I can kind of believe it. Or has Yvette been browbeaten into, just, oh God, is he really on the same train as me? Are you fucking kidding me? But then, was Harry telling the truth? Did he have to ask the UK government for permission? Because he didn't say anything about that on previous visits to the Ukraine, where he goes to see Olga. Olga, the blonde, So, I don't know if there's truth in that or not. I don't know who Richard Eden's source is, of course. Nobody does. So, I don't know, but I did notice it at the time. I did know. Oh, Benji, I'm just making a video, darling.
Making a video? What about?
Oh, Harry and Meghan, of course. Go away, please. I'm going to edit this one anyway.
How are we doing?
We're doing great. I'm going to edit a little bit of your or I have edited a bit of your motorbike, the end of your motorbike video. Very long, and for people who don't understand, it was quite confusing.
It's not for people that understand, it's just a documentary of me doing it.
If you want to join in this video, go away and come back when I've finished reading the article.
I just wanted to mention that I'm about to make the most banging burger ever.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it with cheese, cheddar cheese, brie cheese, cheddar cheese.
Blue cheese?
Blue cheese, yeah. Bacon, egg.
Okay.
Double patty.
Okay.
Seasoned with salt.
It's going to be the perfect burger.
It's going to be the perfect burger.
Okay, go and enjoy yourself. Ben, your crash helmet could live somewhere else.
No, because you see...
No, it really...
But it needs to be up here.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be right where it is.
Well,
I do apologise for that interrupt. How rude of him to just interrupt like that.
You do it to me.
Oh, Yvette Cooper, that's where we were up to. So, I don't know, but I have my suspicions. This is the part where I will splice in my video from the 12th of September. Hello, guys. Second video of the day, but I think this is really important. Really important. Yes, I did see Lady C and Dan Wootton. Yes, I have seen River. Before anybody else tells me that. Yes, I know it was a 55 meeting, 45 shortened to 20, 18. Yes, I know. Lots of toilet breaks. Yes, I know. You know my feelings on the subject. And I'm going to read out an article which is in the Kiev Independent, dated Friday, 12 September 2025. I told you in the earlier video that Prince Harry himself said that he asked the British government for permission to go to Kiev. Prince Harry, Polish and UK foreign ministers arrive in Kiev. He's there with Yvette Cooper right now, Foreign Secretary. That would be Foreign Secretary, Foreign Office, which would be the government department that Harry presumably would ask permission to go. So at that point in time, I was thinking, you know, he's just had a cup of tea with his dad for however long. You know, are we going to bicker about how many minutes he was in there? And it was looking a little bit, I mean, talk about making the king look bad. Because it did. It looked, in the initial instance to me, yeah, it looked bad. And I did see people, some people in the comments had said, oh, wait and see how these things play out. Well, no, people are entitled to talk if they want to. And there's no law, thou must wait and see. We talk about things as and when. And as you guys know, I don't delete videos or hide them. Actually, I've only ever privatised one, and that was at the request of another YouTuber. It was sent a very nice email. She wants him, so Yvette Cooper, this would be Foreign Secretary. No less. The Foreign Secretary. Let me clear this up for anyone who doesn't know, and I'm sure a lot of you do know. Foreign Office would be MI6. So this is the boss of 6. No less. Pretty important position. While abroad, Harry also told The Guardian, is Richard Eden's source someone who works at The Guardian? Because they all go to a pub and they all chat to each other. I bet they're all in a WhatsApp group, actually. Why shouldn't I fling that allegation out? Everyone does it to me. While abroad, Harry also told The Guardian that he hopes to bring Markle, 44, along with their children, Prince Archie, 6, and Princess Lilibet, back to Britain after their security privileges were revoked this year. So, he said earlier to the BBC he couldn't see a world in which he could bring Meghan and the children back to the UK. But he said to The Guardian on the 12th of September, he's hoping to bring him back. Make your fucking mind up, Windsor. Really, pardon my French, guys. This has definitely brought that closer. This week has definitely brought that closer. Eden alleged that the A-list couple, that's not Richard Eden saying that, I don't think. And I haven't read Eden's article because I don't subscribe to the Daily Mail. Can't subscribe to everything. Blooming heck, it all adds up, doesn't it? So this is what are they called? 6, page 6. This is them adding that bit in. Eden alleged that the A-list couple. Next step in the plan is to make a united visit to the UK. Now, didn't I say something about don't be surprised if you see Harry at Sandringham at Christmas? Well, I don't know. An insider told the outlet. Hang on, which outlet? An insider told the outlet. This outlet, page 6? Or Richard Eden's outlet? So which? Tricky language, isn't it? An insider told the outlet that Markle would visit Britain before the end of the year and to quit she would be bearing humble pie. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the bullshit. That's never going to happen, is it? Ever. Hope you like my dictator. I'm sticking with this. But that's interesting. An insider told some outlet that Markle, singular, not Harry, Markle would visit Britain by the end of the year. I'm sure her Paris fashion show thing, I'm sure that warmed her. I bet all of you, your little hearts just melted, didn't it? I bet it brought a tear to your eye, didn't it? She's so popular, it's all forgiven and forgotten. All it took was Paris Fashion Week, kissing Anna Wintour, and just filming a bit of Diana's, the last place Diana was on planet Earth. Yeah, I reckon I don't think anybody's got anything to worry about Meghan getting anywhere near the throne. I really don't. She's just not cunning, is she? Her cunning plans never really pan out, do they? As ever. Reps for the actress and Harry weren't immediately available to page 6 for comment. Really? Oh, really? Meghan and Harry have been estranged from the royal family since stepping down. Yeah, everybody knows about that. Harry also made damaging claims about Charles and his brother in his book, 2023. Yeah, we all know about that. Go away, fly. Earlier this year, the Duke expressed his desire to reconcile with his family, but admitted some members would never forgive him for a lot of things. Yeah, you think, Harry? The family's estrangement took another nasty turn in May when Harry and Meghan lost their access to police protection when visiting the UK. Yeah, they did, and their IPP. But if it's true that Yvette Cooper wants Harry and Meghan back in the royal family, Yvette Cooper has access to a hell of a lot more than IPP protection officers. She's got access to their damn lot. Anything 6 holds, she's got access to. And whoever is the Home Secretary in the UK, and forgive me, I don't know, they're in charge of 5. So MI5, MI6. These people in the cabinet, in the government, whatever the government of the day is, they have access to everything. So if the Foreign Secretary, Yvette Cooper, is friends with Harry, is she giving him information? Is that allowed? I don't know. Not that I'm trying to scurrilously, affect the Foreign Secretary's reputation, whatever that may be. After the decision was made, Harry told BBC News that he missed home but couldn't see a world in which he would be bringing his wife and children back to the UK. Yeah, but I mean, then he's gone and told The Guardian different, hasn't he? So Operation Thor. I mean, they're nuts. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say it. Meghan is nuts. She's quite crazy. And also, how must all this be making people like Oprah Winfrey feel? Or Tyler Perry? And I believe they dumped them a long time ago. But this must be making old Oprah think, hang on a minute. Well, why do you want to get it back in with a racist royal family and the horrible British public? Well, are you telling the truth now? Or were you telling the truth then? Or were you lying then? Or are you lying now? I mean, I don't think the hypocrisy is going to be lost on people like Oprah. Is it? I don't think it's lost on anybody. I mean, she's crazier than a bag of frogs. If she thinks she's going to just trip down is it called St Mary's Church at Sandringham on Christmas Day? Doing the fandango with Sarah and Andrew. With shields for all the eggs. And the tomatoes. I mean, no, I don't think she'd go back to the UK. I mean, time will tell. And you heard it here. If she turns up in the UK between now and Christmas, well then, that's 100% bona fide, innit? We shall have to wait and see. I mean, I see these sort of rumours go around. Like, back in 2018, the rumours started that Harry and Meghan might start spending half their time in Africa and half their time in the UK. And then that changed to they might spend half their time in Canada, I think, and half in the UK. Does anyone remember that? This was way before they left. They were already, and there used to be this really stupid website called Gossip Cop, which I think is shut down now. And they were like, there's no truth to those rumours. Oh, I think they might have shut down actually after someone did a video pointing out what a load of shit they're full of. Yeah, might be able to dig a little bit of that video out as well. I went on Google and I Googled Meghan Markle Gossip Cop 2018. And this came up top. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, in quotes, leaving the royal family for a regular life with their baby was 2018's top rumour about the couple. Gossip Cop was the first to correct the phony claim about them giving up their titles. Well, that hasn't happened yet. And possibly moving to the United States. It's also predictable. I suppose what Meghan relies on is people only hear what they want to hear. I'm talking about, general population, the majority of readers. They only hear what they want to hear. People are busy with their own lives. People have their own problems. The majority of people, I would think, are not that invested like we are. And so when they hear, she relies on the fact that most people aren't really following the story that closely and they're not that bothered. I believe there is some big shit doodah going down right now. Whether that is a divorce, whether that is a custody battle behind the scenes, whether that is Charles saying to Harry, you can come back and I will pay for you to stay in a little house and stay out of sight and you can be with the children and I'll support you. Whether that is there is some sort of government establishment plot to put Harry and Meghan back on the balcony in very visible places, I don't know. But there is definitely something going on, you know. I always remembered Princess Diana's private secretary, what's it called? Patrick Jeffson, saying that the press and the public don't know exactly what's going on behind closed doors, but he said their antennas go straight up and they know something's wrong, something going on. I remember back in the day when it was on the news, you know, it was on the mainstream news about Diana and Charles. Just because they didn't hold hands in, must have been South Korea, because I don't think they ever visited North Korea, or Kim. Just because they weren't holding hands and a photograph of them both sitting in the back of the car looking in opposite directions. It was on the BBC News. I remember I was at my grand's and my parents were there and they were saying the Waleses are going to divorce. And I said to my mum and dad, because I think I was about 24 then, 23, and I said, why are they saying that on the BBC? Because they just weren't holding hands. That's a hell of a thing to say. And my parents were like, oh, it's all nonsense. Don't believe anything you see on the TV. Because my parents were very like, don't believe anything you read. Don't believe anything you see on the TV. But then it turned out, it's a bit like what was he called? Peter, that Princess Margaret wanted to marry. Peter, oh my God, I can't think of his name now. I'm sure you'll all say it in the comments. And I'll probably do this one as a premiere, because it's going to be a bit longer. Peter, she picked a bit of fluff off his lapel, didn't she? And I thought that was something in the Netflix series, The Crown. They did very well, the way they depicted it and explained it in just a few seconds. When the reporter went to the editor, I think it was the Mirror or something, and he said, Princess Margaret's got a boyfriend and he's married. And the editor said, we can't print that shit about the royal family. And the reporter leant over to the editor and to pick a bit of fluff off his shirt. And he went, hey, get off, what are you doing? And he said, see, exactly. It's an intimate thing, isn't it? So the editor went, okay, run the story. It was very clever the way that they slipped that in. Well, I mean, to me, right, I'm not panicking that Harry and Meghan are going to come back and they're going to be on that balcony. I'm not the least bit concerned. I'm going to find it really quite funny. I already do find it funny, because to me this is public humiliation for both of them. It's utterly humiliating. They left in a huff, puff and a flounce, full of rage and indignation that they were going to rule the world. And here they are, grovelling on their bellies like a couple of snakes. Can we come back in, please? We've run out of money and Hollywood doesn't want to talk to us and we haven't got any friends. It's pretty humiliating from where I'm sitting. And I'm so loving it. I'm loving it. So, yeah, let's chat about a couple other things while we're at it. It's not a statement as such, but what I would like to say, because I've been made aware of, there's always arguments going on somewhere on YouTube. And I've said it a million times, but I'm going to say it again. If I have some shit to say, I say it directly to some person's face. In fact, I did recently. I called a certain person a dirty old slag, because she is. And I did it on someone else's channel on a live, and I won't promote it. And so I'm not a shrinking violet. I have no problem talking to anybody. I'll go straight to the person. So no one out there speaks for me. No one. I am old enough and ugly enough to speak for myself and to fight my own battles. I, number one, don't want anybody else getting hurt trying to defend me. It's a waste of time, a waste of life and a waste of energy. My problems are mine, and I don't want any of you lovely guys getting caught in crossfire with anybody who might be slagging me off. You know, who cares anyway? Who cares? Graham, yeah, I care. I care. Catch any YouTuber talking shit about my Graham. You are all going to hear about it. Like that cretin who sent me a fucking legal letter last year. Oh, we'll cover that in a minute. I'll update you because of my community post. People can only speak for themselves. Unless people hear words come out of my mouth or in my username, you know, they see my username and you can click on it to see if it really is me, then anything anyone else says, I do not use troll accounts. I do not hide behind troll accounts. I don't need to. I'm not that sort of person. And yeah, that cretin. It has recently come to light, ladies and gentlemen, that he had I knew he had a crowdfund. But one or two people who gave him money, it would appear, were veterans. And they gave him money on the understanding that he was going to sue Trevor Court. Not me. Well, I recently sent a copy of the legal letter this cretin sent me, which was all about me. And there were a few complaints about Trevor Court in it, and other people. So he wanted to sue me for things other people had said. I mean, anyway, I sent that letter to another YouTuber who's been quite openly critical for about a year. And I also sent him my reply, which I read out on a video to all you guys. And all these critics of mine for over a year have been saying that I was lying. I never received a letter. I never sent a letter back. Oh, well, boom, 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 boom. No, I doubt they'll feel red-faced because those kind of people don't, do they? They just go, ooh, oopsie daisy, I never said that. Ooh. Hello, Benjamin. How is your burger? Have you eaten it already?
I've eaten it. I
anyway,
decided to make two in the end, and they were delicious.
Now these veterans are really angry with this man because they're like, we want our money back. We did not give you money to sue some random woman who lives in Spain who's nothing to do with veterans. Well, more fool them. A fool in their money, that's all I can say. And they were quite happy to give me hell and my dying husband hell last year. Well, fuck them. That's very much their problem, isn't it? So, and this is the thing. People think that because one YouTuber is friends with another YouTuber, for example, I am friends with Trevor Court, that I agree with every word Trevor says, that we're joined at the hip, that he agrees with everything that I say. People hold him responsible for things I've said. People hold me responsible for things he's said. There are other YouTubers that I'm friends with. YouTubers get criticised if they refuse to get involved and they want to be like Switzerland. That, I completely support YouTubers who do that. That is what I am doing at the moment. I am not involved in anything. And if I was, I would tell you guys. You would hear it here. And I'm not going to have this nonsense of people sending me messages saying, oh, silence is complicity, and all. Fuck off with that. No, it bloody well isn't. I don't want to get involved. I'm not, well, I don't know how much I can emphasise this, but you see, when two people fall out, they want sometimes both, sometimes one or the other. They want you to get involved. No. There, that's me saying it. No. I am not getting involved. Yet again. Leave me out of it. If I got shit to say, I'll say it on this channel in front of everybody. Or I'll go on someone else's live and then I'll bring everyone's attention to it. I'm not fucking lying. That cretin sent me a letter last year and I replied to it. And further than that, I also sent his Cheney solicitor a cease and desist, which was basically tell your client to pack it in and fuck off, which he did. Oh, but he's reared his little head recently like, oh, none of that happened. What money? What GoFundMe? Who? I never said I was going to sue Trevor. Really. I am sick to fucking death of people taking things out on me because they really want to have a go at Trevor, but they're a little bit scared of him, so it's easier to come and have a go at me. I'm equally sick and tired of, if I give another YouTube channel a shout out, that people say, oh, you agree with every single word that that person says. No, I fucking don't. Well, thank you all, you lovely guys, the majority of you adults who don't behave like children, but to those that do behave like children, despite their advanced years, please grow the fuck up. Thank you all very much for listening, liking, subscribing, disliking, and no, I'm not in any group WhatsApps. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and may your God be with you.